What up, everybody? Man, so let's start off talking about this MMA world. Yoel Romero apparently is gonna sue the Illinois Athletic Commission. The Illinois Athletic Commission because he missed weight by 2/10 of a pound for his championship fight against Whitaker. Now, me personally, I didn't understand how you miss weight for a championship fight. Like, how do you show up not on weight? That's number one. But if they're gonna give you extra time to make weight, I can understand the competitive advantage of not being so worried or caught up about being exactly on weight. I believe he came in to the event at the weigh-in. He was 1 pound overweight. And by the time the commission, so the story is he shows up 1 pound overweight. The commission gives him 2 hours to lose that 1 pound. And he met that regulation because he showed up to the event within 3 pounds of the actual weight class. So they're supposed to give him 2 hours to cut the weight. As I understand it, what Yoel decided to do was he took 30 minutes to chill, 30 minutes to prep and get ready for the weight cut. And then after an hour, he began the weight cut. The issue is 30 minutes into the weight cut, the athletic commission came back in and said, listen, we're tired of waiting. It's time for you to weigh in now. Apparently they were like laughing and chuckling. They didn't really care or mind that they were interrupting the legal process of this world championship bout. So if Yoel decides that he needs to take legal action, I definitely see where he has value in doing that. So, props to him. I can't be mad at that. I was upset that he didn't show up on weight. I mean, if it was just a regular bout, I can understand, pressing the issue, whatever. I would think for a championship fight that you would want to show up prepped and ready to go. That way you can avoid any mishaps. Especially the fact that Yoel Romero comes from a wrestling background. That's what baffled me because he knows probably better than 97% of his co-workers about the importance of weight cut. I don't think there's anybody who cuts weight more often than a high school or college wrestler or an Olympic or a world-class wrestler. It's just a lifestyle more than, probably equivalent, but I say more than boxing. So, and Yoel, the scorecard is a whole different story, right? I didn't even watch the fight. I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch the fight. And the reason why I didn't watch it is because I didn't want to be disappointed with some kind of dramatic up talk and he missed weight, man. It took the wind out of me. I was exhausted. You know how you get gassed up for these UFC fights and you're like, oh, this is about to go down. This is about to go down. And you always have that one person in the fight who just doesn't show up. And they give you a dull performance and it's like lopsided and all the hype that was built around it just doesn't live up to it. When Yoel missed weight, I felt like I smelled a rat. I was like, yeah, this fight's not going anywhere. I might as well skip this one. Go to lunch, Turns out it might have been like fight of the year for 2018, which is amazing. And the good news is I'll still get to watch it. But I just don't like these situations where there's like drama in a fight. Why are we dealing with like drama? It should be a championship fight. It should be clear as day. Show up on weight. Get it over with. You know, it's not a game. You know, I know it's fun and you're making a lot of good money and all that, but it's not a game. Like, why are we even playing with it? Why are we even playing with this title? This is something that, I'm a big Yoel Romero fan. This is why it frustrates me, because I want him to fight Bisping. You know, when he beat Rockhold, I was excited. The first time he fought Whitaker, I was excited. Like, I'm a diehard Yoel fan. I like what he stands for. Soldier of God, SOG. I'm down with it, right? So why are we playing with this in a championship fight? I just don't understand. Oh man, it's frustrating. Whitaker's a great champion too, you know. I think we use that word great and, you know, all that too often. So the fact that he's only defending his belt against Yoel, I gotta take that away. I want to say he's a great champion. He's doing a great job so far, holding on to his belt and defending it. You know, coming off of injuries, showing the warrior spirit, showing the fighter spirit. Yeah, man, it gets no better than mixed martial arts. Martial arts combat is just so, you know, one of a kind. Now, I don't know what this car is doing, bro. I don't know what this car is doing beside me. You knew you had to give that up, right? Disgruntled drivers on the road. But anyway, there's nothing better than martial arts, man. You know, you watch these other sports, and that's the only thing these other sports have over martial arts, is the consistency of what to expect. You know, you got the NFL on any Sunday, you know you're gonna catch some good games. Even week like 16, you know, week 11, doesn't matter. You're always gonna find a good game. You know what's interesting though? The NBA. LeBron James, the best player in the NBA. He's like the top dog. People want to know what he's gonna do so they can make a move. But truth be told, some heavy hitting names this summer. I want to find out what happens with Kawhi Leonard. That's a good story right there. Kawhi Leonard, you know, Mr. Spur. He's one of the Spurs. He's like a wild. He's not a Spur. He's a wild horse. He wants to do his own thing. You know, he's breaking the rules of the Spur tradition and the Spur way. They tell him to do it this way. He's like, nah, I got plans, man. I need this check. I need these rings. I need the environment that I want to be in. He's trying to control his own narrative. And I think that's always a great thing, no matter what the corporation is. So I think it'd be cool, you know, if Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James linked up together. I think Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James playing together dominates Golden State. You know, in my opinion, they always talk about Golden State only having like 4 Hall of Famers, and they can miss me with that soul-tired conversation. They got 5 Hall of Famers. Andre Iguodala is always left off that list, and I have no idea why. He's a Finals MVP. How is he possibly ever left off of anybody's Hall of Fame list? He can't be. He's on that team. He made that team what it is. But if Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James team up, Golden State's in trouble. Because LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard, with a few key pieces around them, a few key three-point shooters around them, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Kevin Durant's going to move on. Klay Thompson's going to move on. Draymond Green will fall off the face of the earth on any team he plays for. Because outside of talking loud and playing defense and giving you, maybe like 12 points, what's he really going to do, Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry, they really, really push that team. Draymond Green's role is the enforcer, and I love it, right? He's a good enforcer. All I'm saying is, out of the big four, he's number 4. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to find out where LeBron ends up. And it's always interesting to me, like how all these sports broadcasters, they always give these athletes a hard time for trying to create their own narrative. Like Kyrie Irving, he's saying it doesn't make sense for him to sign a contract extension with the Boston Celtics. And they jump down his neck. Like, why would you not sign the extension? Why would you not do it? Because we like having options. We like controlling our own situation. I don't know what the team's going to do. Y'all don't include me in all the conversations. So why am I going to include you in my plans? Let me see how y'all move, and if I vibe with it and gel with it, I'll make a decision. And that's the great thing, because technically, if you really want to say it, Kyrie Irving does have a guaranteed contract. Somebody's going to pay him. If it's not Boston, it's definitely going to be a team like New York or LA or Miami. So, yeah, he has a guaranteed contract. Let's go ahead and squash all that, right? So, yeah, man. Yeah. Basketball season's over. I'm just trying to get myself back in shape, man. My mind in shape. I'm trying to read more. I'm trying to do what they say, believe in the process more. As a sports fan, you might find yourself, or I find myself, let me talk like that. I find myself so emotionally involved in the game. Who I want to win and all that. You gotta focus on yourself, man. So I'm just trying to make myself better, especially because, I don't have to watch a whole baseball game. That's one thing I don't gotta do. I'm rooting for the Bravos, the Braves all day, every day. But I don't gotta watch a whole Braves game. Just let me know where we stand. I'll start paying attention when the playoffs start. But anyway, y'all, thanks for kicking it with me and listening to me. Hopefully we can do this more often. I'm gonna go ahead